Hi, welcome to our second video. It's worth me just explaining at this point that it's not just me that's going to be adding and contributing to this channel. Razor Bros, it's me and a friend, one of my work friends called John, who you will meet very shortly. We're in the process of filming a lot of videos actually. We've got so much product that we've bought. We've binged a little bit, so we'll be working our way through it, but we've got to use it first. If we don't use it, we can't really tell you guys what we think properly about it, so bear with us. That's going to be forthcoming in the next 3 weeks or so. We should have a fair number of videos coming through. Since the last video, which was 3 weeks ago, I've received for my birthday quite a large stash of stuff, all or almost all safety razor related, and as a result, I've got lots of stuff to talk about. But I didn't want to just make a video straight off the bat. As somebody who's never used this gear before, I thought it was important that I had a go with it and got to grips with it a little bit. You can see I'm not clean shaven right now. I had a shave yesterday. I haven't had one today yet, so I'll promise I'll be clean shaven for the next video. So the first thing I'd like to have a look at, and just give you a little bit of info on, is the actual safety razor itself, the main bit of kit that I received. So here it is in its box. It's a Merkur, I think that's how you say it. It's a German make. It's a Merkur 34 classic with initials HD as well, which I believe stands for heavy duty, possibly because it's not massively weighty, but I think it's quite heavy, certainly compared to the stuff that I'm used to. So yeah, so that's what it looks like in the box. You've got your orange trim, a little picture of the razor blade on the back, and you can see through the windows the lovely chromed shininess that is my new razor. So if I open up the box, when I opened this for the first time, the box wasn't around very long. It was discarded pretty quickly, so I had to pick it back up and make it look vaguely neat for you all. If I just take it out of the box, first thing you notice is that there is actually a blade in there, so just be careful. It's wrapped up nicely, so that's fine. This is a Merkur blade. I'll come back and talk about that in a little while. So I'll just pop that to one side, and here is the actual safety razor itself. So the first thing I noticed when I first opened it is actually it's quite a short handle. It's a lot shorter the handle that I actually imagined. Not that they try and sell it as a longer handle. They do barber pole styles as well, I believe. But it's just what I'm used to, which is this is my old rubbish Gillette thingy. If you look at them, it's actually kind of about 2/3 of the size. In fact, if you ignore the top of it, just the handle, it's just over half the size. So it's not that big. Having said that, as I've been using it, it doesn't make any difference when I'm actually using it. It doesn't feel like the handle is too short as I'm shaving. I tend to hold it, kind of rest it on my middle finger and grab it like that. But you know, you can hold it however you want. It's perfectly fine. And actually, I do find because it's quite heavy that it does lean against my face at about the right angle. So when I'm drawing it down, it's actually the weight of it and the shortness of the handle make it much easier, I find, to find a nice angle to get a nice close shave. And I have found, as a complete beginner, and I understand that, but this is providing me with very, very good, very close shaves. And I have to say, it might be due to the blades that I'm using, I'm not sure. In 3 weeks, I've had probably about 12 or 13 shaves, and I've not nicked or cut myself even once. So I think that's something to do with the awesomeness of this. Like I said, it's quite heavy compared to what I'm used to. I brought my kitchen scales up so that I could actually measure the weight of it in front of you. Here is my old one. That is, without a blade, 32 grams. That piece of plastic, lovely. The Merkur HD, I put that on there, and that is coming in at 78 grams. That's over twice the weight and in half the size. Now obviously the material is different, it's metal, it's plastic, but that's, you know, I think that the weight of it is part of the reason that it's actually I'm finding it to be such a reliable razor. On the website they say it's 80 grams, so I think you know, that's within tolerance. Actually, to access the blade and take the blade in and take the blade out, the bottom of the razor unscrews So I could screw this right down until it doesn't screw anymore. It will just keep turning if I keep turning it. And you'll see that as I did that, the top unscrewed. You see there's a thread just here that's threading on the inside, and that brings it to the top. So you can put your razor blade on there, and then pop it back in, or you can put your however you want to do it, and then you just simply tighten it up. And when you tighten it up, you can see, there we go, you can see that the top of the head moving up and down. Actually, when you draw it down and you screw it down, the blade that's in there, it actually gets pulled down slightly, so the edges of the blade are pulled down into the shaving side, which I believe is the same with all razors. Now again, it's difficult for me to say because this is the first one I've ever used, the only one of these razor types of razors I've ever used, so it's difficult for me to compare, which is why it's good that I've got John on board as well, because he's got an Edwin Jagger blade, and also he's got, I think, an old school butterfly opening blade as well, so we can compare and contrast them, and try and give you guys as broad an opinion as possible. I did a little bit of research on the internet with this, and it was voted the world's best razor in 2011 by, I believe it was about.com, something like that. And yeah, in my experience, it's perfectly justified at this moment in time. Let me just talk a little bit about the blade. Here it is, just here. Now, I did a bit of research before I started shaving. I've got a book, and I will do a review on that book. It's fantastic. It's the Bible of shaving, basically. And I did a bit of research, and the research I found out that was these Merkur blades that come with the razors aren't the best, and people have quite bad experiences with them. And that's not to say that I won't or I will, but I thought I've only got one of these blades, and I've got quite a big variety of lots of different types of blades. So I thought, whilst I'm a complete beginner, I'll wait, and then I can give it a fair review when I've got used to actually shaving, and I think that I'm not just hacking my face to shreds because I'm rubbish at it. Having said that, I haven't nicked my face once with the 5 different types of blades I've used, but still, I've only got one of these blades, so I will use it when I'm really confident and let you guys know exactly what I make of it. So that's that. As far as my research on this went, the reason I chose to get this one, a mixture really. The internet's a valuable resource, and I'm hoping to add to that. But on Amazon, it's always a good place to go just to see what people's feedback is for things. I think there was about 30 reviews, and over 25 of them gave it 5 stars, and none of them gave it below for 3 stars. For me, that's pretty good percentage-wise. So that's why I went for it. In terms of price, I'm talking in British or English British pounds, because this is where I live and it's the only thing I know about. On the Merkur website itself, it's selling at £29.99. On traditionalshaving.co.uk, which is where I got it from, and I have to say their service was awesome. It's going for £29.99 or 95, and on Amazon. So if you've got Amazon Prime, you can save a little bit on the old postage. It's £33.50p, I think. So it's around the £30 to £35 range, and actually, it's well worth it as far as I'm concerned at the moment. I can't compare it to anything else, but I can only just give you the experience that I've had. So there it is, the Merkur 34 HD Classic, my first double-edged safety razor, and I completely love it. And if you don't mind terribly, I'm going to go and shave with it now. Thank you very much.